Welcome to English Express. No glamour, no clamor, simple explanation for last moment revision. We are discussing Chapter 10 of To Kill a Mockingbird. Shoot all the blue jays you want if you can hit them, but remember it's a sin to kill a mockingbird. Scout feels embarrassed to know that Atticus is much older than the other fathers in Maycomb. He's 50 years old. He wears glasses and reads while others go hunting and fishing. But Scout and Jem have a very unique realization when they learn that Atticus has a different talent altogether. It is indeed interesting to note that when a mad dog appears threatening the residents, Calpurnia calls Atticus, who returns home with Hecate, the sheriff of Maycomb. Hecate brings a rifle along and asks Atticus to shoot. Jem and Scout are amazed at Atticus's fine aim. Atticus shoots the dog, hitting the dog at the first shot. Miss Maudie later on tells Jem and Scout that Atticus was the best shoot in the county. One-shot Finch. Exactly, that is what he was called. Scout wants to brag about this unique feature of Atticus, but Jem stops her, saying that if Atticus wanted them to know, he would have told them earlier. When Atticus addresses Jem and Scout about the blue jays and the mockingbirds, he also clearly brings in the symbolic reference for the two. While the mockingbirds are a common songbird of America, northern part of America, these little birds are quite frequently found. These birds have the ability to mimic other birds and other sounds appropriately. They are quite innocent, pure singing birds, whereas the blue jays are supposed to be birds which are rather representing or symbolic of the bigots or the racists. Here, the mockingbird could be symbolic of the black man, the black man's dilemma, which is presented to us in the previous chapter, and we learn about the black man's dilemma in the upcoming chapters, and we realize that Tom Robinson could be one of the mockingbirds who is being killed in the process by the society's bigots and racists who are absolutely aiming at targeting the black man who is innocent. It is also seen that these ideas highlight the concept of how innocence is being slayed and therefore it is a sin. Honestly speaking, when Atticus goes on to elaborate about the qualities of the mockingbird, it was also Miss Maudie who talks about the concept of the mockingbirds and says that mockingbirds don't do one thing but make music for us to enjoy. They don't eat up people's gardens, don't nest in corn cribs. They don't do one thing but sing their hearts out for us. That's why it is a sin to kill a mockingbird. Miss Maudie, who was in their old neighborhood, was also someone who was always enlightening Scout and Jem about a lot that was happening around. And Scout was definitely attracted to Miss Maudie's personality for the same. The mad dog referred to here is Tim Johnson, and Scout gives a vivid description. Tim Johnson came into sight walking dazedly in the inner rim of the curve parallel to the Radley house. "Look at him," whispered Jem. Mr. Heck said they walked in a straight line. He can't even stay in the road. He looks more sick than anything, I said. Let anything get in front of him and he'll come straight at it. So, at this concept that Tim Johnson was advancing at the space, it was a threat to the Macomb County, and hence Atticus comes to the rescue by shooting the dog right away. This impresses the kids, and they learn that so far they have been comparing their dad to the younger dads in their 30s. But Atticus, being an older man in their 50s, were far more matured and far more sorted in terms of his talents and gifts, and he never made a pride or show of the same. Miss Maury clearly describes Atticus's decent, civilized nature. She goes on to say, if your father's anything, he's civilized in his heart. Marksmanship's a gift of God, a talent. Oh, you have to practice to make it perfect. But shooting's different from playing the piano or the like. I think maybe he put his gun down when he realized that God had given him an unfair advantage over most living things. I guess he decided he wouldn't shoot till he had to, and he had to today. It seems that though Scout is so proud of the fact, and she feels that her father is proud of it too for having shot a mad dog and saved Macomb County. But Miss Maudie clarifies this idea and very clearly states people in their right minds never take pride in their talents, highlighting that Atticus Finch is a very sorted, sober, humble man who knows where to draw the line. This brings us to the end of chapter 10 of To Kill a Mockingbird. For more content like this, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.